What's going on, geeks and gamers? It's Uche Waneri, aka Uche Windu, here with a special presentation just for you. Last Wednesday, I had the special privilege and honor of speaking with the showrunner of the Netflix TV series The Witcher, Lauren Hissrich. Now, many of you may not know exactly who she is, but she has been a writer-producer on a lot of heavyweight TV shows, such as Netflix's Daredevil, The Defenders, The Umbrella Academy, and Showtime's Power. So while she may not be a household name, make no mistake, her industry credentials are undeniably strong. Now, I got a special opportunity to speak with Lauren while she was in London, England, and I was able to pick her brain about the process and the motivations behind The Witcher show, and she was more than willing to give me some special insight into how she put the show together, and she also talked with me about many of the themes within the show itself. So without further ado, let's get into my interview with The Witcher TV showrunner, Lauren Hissrich. Lauren, how you doing?
Thanks, Sam. I'm fantastic. How are you? Where in the world are you?
I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ah, interesting. I'm in London, England. We are very far apart right now.
You're across the pond, eh? I've been to London a few times.
Yep, just arrived here today. Yeah, it's fantastic here.
Well, I'd like to start off by giving you a large round of applause and congratulations on the amazing success with the Witcher series for Netflix. I'm sure you're very proud of the product that you've released. Myself, I'm a huge Witcher fan. I played all of the games, haven't read the books, but greatly enjoyed the show. And, you know, as you know, many people around the world have embraced this series as both fans of the games and the books. So a huge congratulations is obviously in order. So just a quick clap for you there. It's you did a great job with the show.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. We're really, really pleased with how it's been resonating with audiences all around the world. It surprised even us how much people seem to love it.
You know, it really did, you know, play out very well for the show amongst fans. And, you know, I can't say enough about how much I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. I've already binged it a few times and, you know, just a great show. So again, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
I'd like to start off by asking you about the filmmaking process that you underwent with Witcher. I read about your extensive work as a writer and producer in the entertainment industry, but this is your first venture as a showrunner. Can you elaborate on some of the challenges you faced getting this thing off the ground? And what were some of the most daunting aspects of translating the information in the books into film and bringing it together to kind of hit that sweet spot for the production?
You know, it's both daunting and something that I actually felt really prepared for. So the truth is that you know, I've been writing for television for about 20 years now, and so that's something I feel incredibly comfortable with. And of course, as I've come up through the different levels of writing, as I've become a producer, I've taken on more and more responsibility. And the thing that I love about television the most probably is that everyone has jobs. Everyone has very specific creative jobs, be it in the writer's room, as a director, as a producer, you know, as a prop maker, as a decorator on set, as a costumer. Obviously, everyone has a specialty. And what I have learned through all of my years of experience is to let people be great at the job that they do. I don't have to do all those jobs. I would say, you know, when Henry and I were on the press tour, a lot of people would ask me about writing fight sequences. And I would talk about the fact that I would write the story of the fight sequence. I would write what I wanted to happen emotionally. Where did the characters start? Why were they fighting? What were they learning in that fight? And then how did it stop, or who won? And then I would let the actual stunt coordinators do their job, which is design a really cool fight, because I don't fight, so I'm never going to design the best one. And it's really the thing that I have learned the most about being a showrunner. It's not that I'm in charge of everything. It's that I empower other people to be in charge of things and to bring their best work to the table. And it's something that I think worked really well in season 1, and that I will continue to do in season 2, which is just be there, be present. I'm on set every single day. I'm always working with the actors and with the directors, but really also being a cheerleader and making sure that my entire team feels as supported as possible so that they can do their best work.
That's amazing. You operated as the facilitator for others to do the work that they do best, and I think that is hugely important. I played professional football for 7 years in the NFL, and that's an aspect of team building and letting guys, letting their talents show, letting them do what they do, give them the framework, and then let them move forward with it from there. So I find that to be very interesting that aspect translates over even into the filming industry. So that's great.
It's absolutely true. Okay, now I have to ask, where did you play college football?
I played college football at Purdue University. So I see that you're from Ohio. Oh. And I thought about asking about it and seeing if you were, more leaning towards the Big Ten conferences since you're from Ohio. Is Ohio State your favorite school or what?
No, Ohio State is my team. I'm from Columbus. So, So, no, I had my heart broken on December 20th this year.
I rooted for them so hard.
For Ohio State, yeah.
I rooted for those guys, because it's Big Ten. It's the Big Ten. So I rooted for them.
Yep. It's I always go for Big Ten schools as well. So no. Okay. I was like, stop. Let me interview you for a second. Find out where you played football.
Yeah. Purdue is my place. So, just moving on to the next question here. Tell me about the casting process with Henry Cavill. I mean, most people are aware that he's a huge Witcher fan, and I also saw an interview that you talked about how he lobbied pretty hard for the role of Geralt early on. I'm sure a ton of names came across your table for the role, but what was the catalyst that drove you to choose him as your Geralt, and when did you know that he ultimately will play the role of The Witcher?
So what was great about the casting process is that we really took our time with it. What you heard in another interview is absolutely true. Henry lobbied Netflix and then lobbied me very early to play the role. And I met with him and I got to hear in person how passionate he was and how he imagined embodying Geralt in the series. And then I was really honest with him, which is we didn't have any scripts yet, and we certainly hadn't started casting. And even if we had, I'm not going to cast someone for the role just because they're passionate about it. That's one of the factors, absolutely, but it's not the only factor. It was important to me that for all of these characters that we really see who is out there in the world, all over the world, in fact. So I met with 207 other potential Geralts, and
wow.
The tipping point came. Yeah, it's a lot, and we saw some really great performances. And casting is one of those things that is hard to figure out because oftentimes you just know it's just a gut instinct. And we were getting to the point where we were going to start shooting soon, and I hadn't had that feeling. I hadn't had that feeling of like found my guy. And someone said, have you thought about Henry? And the truth is I realized that I'd kind of been thinking about Henry all along, that I had his voice in my head as I'd been writing this character. And then something incredible happened, which is I picked up the phone, talked to Henry and his team, and he offered to actually audition for the role, which frankly never really happens with an actor of his caliber. Usually it's something called offer only. But Henry was so set on showing that he was the best person for this role that we sat down in a room in New York and he workshopped a couple of scenes with myself, Sophie Hall, the casting director, and Alex Sakharov, the director. And that is when we knew. He walked out the door and the three of us looked at each other and we're like, yep, that's our guy. And we have never looked back. He is so incredible, not just at playing this character and really sort of, as I said, embodying the character fully, but also a really great person on set and as part of the leadership of the team.
That's really awesome. I'm a huge Henry Cavill fan. He is still my Superman, and now he is absolutely my Geralt of Rivia. So kudos on making that choice, because that like you said, you saw a lot of people, and it wasn't until you actually had him do something that most people of his caliber don't do, and actually come in and audition and show you just what his version of Geralt would be like. And that's that's really, you know, an amazing testament to him as an actor, you know, to be able to really take his craft serious and not just lean on his reputation, but actually prove and show you that he is the guy for the job. So that's a great job on you guys' part in making that happen.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, it's absolutely it. And it is, it's so great to have someone, you know, at his level who is really setting the tone on set every day, who is showing up prepared, on time and ready to work. And that trickles down through not only all of the cast, but all of the crew. If he's taking his job seriously, if I'm taking my job seriously, then everyone else takes their job seriously.
Absolutely.
And I think it's part of the success of the show.
Absolutely. Now, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the franchise. I haven't read the books, but but watching the show, it felt like there were some certain callbacks to aspects of the games, and you know, there was sort of the essence of the games that I kind of felt while watching it. Now, were there some things that you guys did that were intentional and kind of maybe portraying that, and I think it has more to do with Geralt and how some of his reactions were to certain situations. I know Henry Cavill, you know, being a fan of the games, he may have probably taken a little bit of inspiration in some of his mannerisms, because it felt like I was watching the Geralt from the games. And as a person who didn't read the books, that's the only thing I really had to lean on. Were there any intentional kind of callbacks to aspects of the games that maybe Henry had a little bit to do with, and kind of influencing, kind of pushing a little bit of that, of those parts of the essence of The Witcher into the show?
You know, I mean, Henry obviously is a huge gamer and has played Witcher 3 through several times. I can't speak to his personal process in terms of bringing in characteristics, but what I will say is that we're all big fans of the games, and we're well aware that a lot of people know about The Witcher because of the games, not because of the books, especially in America. So it was always on our mind how to make sure that game lovers felt included. Obviously, the stories that we're telling are absolutely based on the source material, which is the books.
Yeah.
That being said, we absolutely wanted to throw some sort of sly winks and nods at gaming fans to say, like, we see you too, like, we know you're here. So yeah, that was absolutely purposeful.
Awesome.
Sorry, I didn't know we're actually out of time.
Oh, I have one more question, if it's okay to kind of go into it. And I think it's really a big part of what I wanted to ask in the interview.
We can do it quickly.
Okay, good. Talk to me a little bit about Destiny. Destiny is a huge theme within the show, and in my review on YouTube, I mentioned that it operated as the essential trump card for Geralt, almost kind of in a memeable way of sorts. You know, kind of that "hold my beer" meme, with how Geralt didn't necessarily believe in Destiny, didn't believe that it really played a role in the occurrences in everyday life. But in at that moment in episode 4 of Banquets, Bastards, and Burials, you know, he invokes the law of surprise, you know, with no concern whatsoever that he would ever come back to Sintra. And right when he thinks that he can just walk out the door and, you know, leave that casting of the law of surprise behind, Destiny steps in and says, "Hold my beer." And now he has a child of surprise. Can you kind of elaborate on the theme of Destiny within the show, and where we can expect to see that kind of play out in the future of the show moving forward?
Absolutely. So Destiny is one of my favorite things in the show, and I think the first thing that we have to lay out is the difference between fate and destiny, because it's actually really important. I think a lot of people tend to think that they're the same thing, and fate is a predetermined end. So no matter what happens, you will be walking this path and you will end up at a certain place at the end of it. What's cool about Destiny is Destiny has an element of choice. It is about specific choices you make will lead you to your destined end. So there is a part of a person in Destiny, you know? That's what I think is so cool about Geralt's little dance with it, is that he doesn't believe in it, and yet all of the choices that he's making are leading him to the place that he's destined to be. So in some ways, by acting at all, he is participating in destiny. And I think that's something that really pisses Geralt off, which is he doesn't want to participate in it. And yet, this single act of walking through the world and choosing to engage in things. I mean, this is the entire point of the first episode, which is the idea of lesser evil, that I don't want to get involved. Well, you do have to get involved somehow, and that involvement then becomes part of your destiny. So I think it's really something that he loathes to be a part of, but also knows that the more he continues to walk through the world, the more he has feelings toward other people and starts to get involved with, say, Yennefer or Ciri, that will start to impact his journey. So that's something absolutely that we're going to be digging into in season 2.
That's awesome. You know, like I said, I stood up and laughed out loud when he turned around to walk away, and the Queen of Cintra's daughter, throws up on the ground, and now she's pregnant, and now he has a child of surprise. And like you said, all these decisions that he made were ultimately things that led him towards his destiny. And I think you did a really, really good job in just kind of interfacing that with the show, and it really does kind of stand out as a major theme within it. So, again, just an amazing job on the show. I thank you very much, Lauren Hissrich, for giving me the opportunity to interview you and ask you some questions about The Witcher. Enjoy your time in London. I've been out there a few times. London's an amazing place, and I hope that we get to see more or we get to hear more about what's going to happen in season 2 very soon. I know you said it's set for 2021 for the release.
Yep, correct.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for taking some time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got a ton of things to do, and I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing more from you soon.
Great. It was a pleasure talking with you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.
And that concludes the interview with The Witcher showrunner, Lauren Hissrich. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. I am your observant lineman, Uche Waneri. Hit that like button if you like this video and leave your comments down below. I appreciate you all for checking out this video, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.